won. Oh my god, what's happening?
It's Ronaldo! What a yellow card has been produced.
What a match!
It's just 8:30 and I still have 4 hours to go for the match. I can't wait for it. Because France versus Portugal is kind of a match that you cannot miss. It's going to be such a brilliant match with full of star players, and obviously everybody is there to win. That's why it gets even more interesting, and still 4 hours to go. It's actually very exciting to see. France won the 2018 World Cup and Portugal is the reigning champion of Euros. They won the 2016 Euros. So it gets so interesting to see who's going to win this match. Nobody thought that it would be a deciding factor that who is going to get through this group stage, because everybody thought that it would be so easy for France and Portugal to be number 1 and number 2 teams to just get through the group stage easily, and nobody thought that Germany is going to bash Portugal that way in the previous match that they had. They won by 4-2. Imagine. Wow, and obviously we can't even imagine that France drew with Hungary. Imagine 1-1. That's also shocking. Anyhow, so that's why this match is very interesting, and that is why everybody is waiting for this match. The last match that these two countries had was in Nations League last year, which France won by 1-0. And also these two countries have had almost 27 matches, out of which 19 are won by France and only 6 by Portugal. France has the experience of winning the Euros twice already, back in 1984 and 2000, whereas Portugal just won their first Euro Cup back in 2016, this reigning champions. That's why they're the reigning champions. And guess what? Cristiano Ronaldo has never found the net against France. The same thing had happened with Germany too, that he had never gone past Manuel Neuer. But in previous match against Germany, he got the goal. I'm sure Cristiano Ronaldo can do that again too. But the team cannot be dependent just on him, because the team has to play together. The team effort is needed. A single superstar player cannot make it happen. This is a team game, and that is what the team's effort is required in this too. Cancelo is corona positive, so he won't be available for Portugal in the defense. But I think that Portugal's defense is pretty much going to be the same. Semedo in the right and Guerrero in the left. I think it's going to be pretty much the same. Bruno Fernandes has to be more alive in the game, especially in the matches like these. For France, Ousmane Dembele is out because of the knee injury, so he won't be available. Now it all depends on who controls the game better, who's more present, focused, and who wants it more. Now it all depends on that. My prediction for this match is going to be 2-1 in favor of Portugal. I think Portugal can surprise France today, because after they lost 4-2, that was humiliating, and I don't think that they are going to repeat that, in this match. So they're going to come up with something really good. But still, I'm going to go with this prediction that it'll be 2-1 in favor of Portugal. Let's see if that happens or not.
Portugal has a lot of possession, which did not happen against Germany. Germany is the king of possession, but here Portugal has a lot of possession, and now Mbappe has the ball and corner. Semedo is actually looking much better today for Portugal, because I think Moutinho is providing him the defense, the extra defense that Semedo could use in this position. So it's quite good. Hungary got a goal against Germany. What? It's 26 minutes and Portugal has a free kick. I think it will be Bernardo Silva or Moutinho taking it. It's Moutinho taking it. Is it penalty?
Certainly not sure what's happened here.
Oh my god, what's happening? Oh it's Hugo Lloris. Oh my god. So it's Danilo Pereira who is injured, is he? The thing is that Lloris was not even looking there, but my god, yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. They have a penalty. It's Cristiano Ronaldo taking it. Oh my god. What will happen? He'll convert it. Obviously, he'll convert it. Ronaldo got it, obviously. There's no other way. So it's Portugal 1 and France 0. It's like he was boxing Pereira out. It's 40 minutes and France is playing with 3 yellow cards. Is it penalty? Is it penalty? Penalty to France, I mean. It's 44th minute and I think it's going to be... What is happening? What is happening? Semedo, oh my goodness, I was praising him so much. And it's inside the penalty box and it's Mbappe falling. And is it a penalty? Is it? Check over and it's penalty and the match just got very interesting. Oh my god. Benzema is taking it. My god. What is happening in the match? I think he'll convert it. Obviously he would convert it. Converted it. It's 1-1. 2 penalties in the match. If it is not France versus Portugal, what else is it? They level it. And they're back to square one. That was quite soft, wasn't it? It's half time and the scoreline is 1-1. Both penalties and the match is on. The game is on and I can't wait for the second half. What is going to happen in that? But so far so good. The match has been very equal in terms of possession. Just don't feel that that second penalty should have been a penalty. That was a little bit too soft. But and also talking about the first penalty that happened between Hugo Lloris and Danilo Pereira. The thing is that let's go back in time and talk about Pickford and Van Dijk. There was a flying tackle from Pickford and his feet and hands were nowhere near the ball. He caught up Van Dijk. When we talk about red card, there was not even a yellow card for that tackle that Pickford did on Van Dijk. Okay, I understand there was no penalty because Van Dijk was offside. But then is it justified that the player is offside? Even if the goalkeeper does anything with him, that won't matter. That's what happened in that match. Because Pickford did not even get a yellow card in that match. And the decision of the referee for the first penalty is absolutely right. What Hugo Lloris did with Danilo Pereira, I think you can't do that. You have to be a little bit more careful. It can't be that you touch the ball first. Okay, Danilo Pereira wasn't offside, but you touched the ball, I understand. And then there was a tackle later on. That can't happen. So if something that they learned from that match that happened between Van Dijk and Pickford, I think this is the right decision to take. And even in future that they should take such decisions. The thing is that Michael Oliver, who was the referee at that point of time, he later admitted that when he saw that later on and he realized that he should have been booked, there should have been a red card for the tackle that he did. So I think that's the right thing to say, that the first penalty was absolutely right. And what do you think about it? Do you think that both penalties were justified or not, or either one or not? Whatever it is, just let me know in the comment section and let's see what happens in second half. But the match is so exciting. And also on the other hand, Germany versus Hungary. Hungary got the first goal against Germany. I mean, talk about inconsistency. I don't know what is happening in that match. I'm not seeing that match. But I just expected that Germany is going to get through this match very easily. You know, I thought that it's their match. It's going to be their match. But hats off to Hungary. I don't know whatever they're doing in the match, but it's clearly working out in favor of them. I still think that it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Portugal. Let's see if that happens or not. Benzema got the second goal. I thought it'd be Portugal, but it's Benzema who got the goal. Really cool. Oh my god. It's a goal. I don't think he's offside. Is he? What's happening in this match here? Yeah, he got it. Obviously, that was not offside. And there goes my prediction again. It's France 2 and Portugal 1. I don't think the game is over for Portugal. I don't think so. According to the table standings, if Portugal doesn't get a goal now, or if it doesn't end in a draw, then they're out of this tournament because they will finish at 4th because Hungary has a goal. So according to the current standings, it's first France, second is Hungary, and third is Germany, and fourth is Portugal. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, it's penalty. Oh, handball. Kunde's handball. My goodness, this match. It's clear handball, yeah. It's clear handball. 3 penalties in this match. Oh man. It's Cristiano Ronaldo again taking the penalty. Oh, this match keeps getting interesting. Can Ronaldo do it again? Obviously, right? Let's see. Oh, it's such an important penalty for Portugal. He got the goal. Ronaldo got the goal. It's level again. It's 2-2. France 2 and Portugal 2. Cristiano Ronaldo has matched the international record of Ali Daei. Ali Daei, the Iranian player, he had 109 international goals, and now Cristiano Ronaldo has 109 goals.
Remarkable.
Wow.
And congratulations.
Pogba took the shot
Well, he must think when that leaves,
and
it's easy
such a good
to
save.
advance the lead, but Rui Patricio having none of it, can't because he made
Oh,
the
the
first
second save that he did.
and claws away.
And the second shot taken by Griezmann immediately and saved again. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Hungry of
What is happening in the match? It's like they're satisfied with the draw. They still have 2 minutes to play and they're just passing the ball around. Nice. Just 1 minute to go and they're passing the ball and passing the ball and passing the ball. Okay, it's full time and both the matches, Germany versus Hungary and France versus Portugal, both ended in 2-2. Both ended in draws and my prediction was 2-1 in favor of Portugal. But 2-2 is not bad enough. I was very close. Come on, itna to banta hai. No matter whatever happened in these two matches, there were these tiny scares throughout the match because there were times when Germany was at the bottom of this group and there were times when Portugal was at the bottom of the group. Imagine that was happening. Kudos to Hungary for putting up such great performance. They got a draw against France. They got a draw against Germany. And with Portugal, they defended till 80th minute. It was 0-0. Hats off to Hungary for not just surviving this group but actually giving threats and scares throughout the competition. Very good. Germany finished second on the group, France is first and Portugal is third. Now Germany is going to face England in the next match. Germany and England. What is going to happen in that match? So in this match there were 3 penalties, Ronaldo making and breaking records. So it was a very usual, fun, interesting and a really good match. Okay, that is it from me today. Bye.